Okay, I just wanted to go over PTX because there's a lot of really good lessons in this trade today and the chart. If you look at the daily here, yesterday had a really big day and it's been trending upwards, just kind of chugging along, making new highs, which is a really good sign. It's broken out 52-week highs and it's sorry 6 month highs, and it's just a really good chart for lots of lessons here. Okay, this would have been on my radar yesterday because big charts, that's what you want to see. And let's go to the intraday. First thing in the morning, what you'd be looking for is that red to green move, and it seems to be working really well lately. And it's such an easy place to buy in, nice and safe. Usually only 25 cents worth of risk to potential big reward, at least 2-3 to 1. It's always really good. So pre-market, not a lot of action going on, but that's what you want to see. You don't want a bunch of action pre-market. So once the market opens, you get some people selling off because nothing's going on pre-market. Then you see this drive up. Right on this candle here is where it really get my attention, and I would get in right here. It's a little bit early, but your risk is pretty small, and then you could just ride it up all day. I would have held through here. I like to hold a little bit longer, let it dip back, let it come back to the VWAP area, which is fine. As long as it doesn't break VWAP, you're all good. Within a few cents, you always want to give a little bit of wiggle room. And then once it popped back up and couldn't break high of days, I would have sold off on it. It's usually dead by then. But another really let me get rid of this here. Another really good lesson comes later on in the day. Now, it topped out right at a whole number, $7. That was its high. Hit resistance, whole number resistance. And so I wouldn't be really watching for a continuation come Monday, because this right here is always a good sign. This is the line in the sand for the day. Once that breaks and you get this panic selling, right? That fade, that panic, that usually means that the stock is done. It's going to sell off. It did reclaim, couldn't quite get it back over VWAP, but I don't think it has the nuts to keep going on Monday. I could be wrong, right? But I think there's going to be some a little bit of panic sell maybe come Monday morning. Could go green. I don't think so. I think it'll consolidate from here and then maybe push higher, but I think it's done. But this right here is always a good indication. Once you get that first panic, that drop, although it did find support at yesterday's close price, it's going to be done. But yeah, lots of really good lessons from this. But I love this. This is exactly what I look for, is that red to green. This is such an easy play, easy money. And like I said, from here, you can just walk it right up and in no hurry to sell, especially on the a daily chart looking like this. It's a beautiful daily chart. Yeah, it's a piece of shit company and it's downtrending, but I'll go over that. Although it's downtrending and has been downtrending, it put in a bottom right here, consolidated, and then pushed up, made a higher low, and it's continuing upward. So it looks like the bottom's in, and yeah, I do think it will continue upward, but I think from here, it's going to consolidate. That's a big run up, right? Like even this week alone, I mean, it's went up 70%. So it's got to consolidate, or else if it goes any higher, it's just gonna it's going to die off and go back down to lows. But yeah, I just wanted to go over those couple of things because, like I said, tons of great lessons in here. Looking at these charts, if you can master this move right here, this red to green, I mean, it is absolutely perfect. Right there is what you're looking for. Love it. And as soon as it breaks, your safe entry is where once it goes green and continues to hold. But you can anticipate these, especially if it's a quick little sell off and then a spike back up. You can anticipate that. You could even get in here on this candle, set your risk to low of day. You know, what's that? That would have been, we got 10 cents, 9 cents. So perfect risk reward. Beautiful chart. This sell off, this would have been a really good short in the afternoon too, just for a quick wash, not a hold. Once it breaks this mark here, here, I'll lighten that up so it looks a little better here. But once it breaks that, it's done. You know, it'll usually break, snap, and then it'll retrace. No need to get scared out. If it breaks back above and breaks these highs right here, that's when you'd want to cover. But you're pretty safe, especially into this panic. But after a big panic like that, you're going to have a spike back up. So even if you don't like shorting, you could have watched it. Watch it put in a little higher low or base right in this area, and then especially it holding previous close, you could have walked that back up, you know, in this area, sold on this spike, or you could even held it for a little longer. Once it starts dying off, yeah, you can get rid of it. Not a huge move, but you know, you're looking, if you would have caught top to bottom 41 cents, you know, 7%, that's a pretty good quick little scalp trade, right? You know, you throw a few shares at it and you're good to go. Or you could even hold longer and try and get it back to VWAP, which it did. You know, they usually retrace back to VWAP. Now, whether they're going to hold it or sell off again, that's a different story. But they'll usually retrace up to this VWAP. I mean, it's such a beautiful fucking indicator. If you don't have on that on your chart, you're absolutely insane. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to go over. And thanks.